What's going on, everyone? It's called The Solution Isn't a Solution to Fitness, and today I'm going to be talking to you about why do people grunt in the gym and how to breathe during your workouts. It sounds stupid, but bear with me. So, do you know those guys or girls that make these very loud grunts when working out heavy in the gym? Does it actually help your lifts, or are they just trying to garner attention? So guys, this is a new segment on my channel titled Problem Solving. This will be episode 1, in which I take a random topic and I kind of explain the reasoning behind it. Today's topic is going to be why do people grunt in the gym? And I'm also going to discuss proper breathing techniques when you're doing your lifts. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, any topics that you like to know about, leave it in the comments, and if I think it will make an interesting video idea, then I'll do a video on it. So why do we grunt? Or what I like to call breathing on another level. In my opinion, when it comes to grunting, it's really hard to be explosive and be quiet at the same time.
All I'm saying, they're gonna get knock. Who's there?
I think it's more common to hear loud grunts when it comes to more compound exercises, as it requires much more muscle, much more energy, and cardiovascular strength. When all that pressure is built up and held inside in this general area, when we actually perform the movement and exhale, it becomes like an explosion. When you're trying to train for intense strength or intense muscle building, it is very important, very essential that you train yourself to the absolute limit, your absolute physical limit. Now, trying to hold that scream back and being as quiet as a mouse, as quiet as a mute mouse, it can be pretty dangerous, and numerous injuries can occur from not letting all that pressure out and breathing correctly. Things like getting a hernia or popping a blood vessel, these can occur from having all this pressure on your body and not letting it out. So if you're one of those people that hold your breath when working out, please stop doing that. There's actually a study by a man named Dennis O'Connell, who was a professor of physical therapy at the Holland School of Sciences and Mathematics. Sciences and Mathematics.
Sciences and Mathematics.
Sorry, that's the only way I can remember that. Now, his study showed that tennis players who grunted increased their serve and velocity by 4.5 miles an hour. So who cares who stares at you when you're making loud grunts? Would you rather be safe or end up in a hospital bed because you were too afraid of what people thought about you when you were being too loud? The best way I can describe the situation is, remember that scene in Terminator 2, back when the Terminator movies were actually pretty good, where the Terminator was trying to help Sarah Connor escape the psychiatric ward. When they get inside the elevator, the T-1000 jumps on top of the elevator and tries to get inside. You remember that part? And the Terminator is firing off shots with a shotgun, I believe he had. He was firing off shots to try to get the T-1000. And in that scene, Linda Hamilton, the person who portrays Sarah Connor, forgot to wear her earplugs during that scene. And in that enclosed space, with that loud noise, Linda Hamilton ended up being deaf in one ear. So it's kind of the same scenario here. If you hold all that pressure in, something could pop and you could injure yourself. Now, is there people that take this grunting thing too far? Oh, you're darn right there is. Now, if you're curling super lightweight that you can probably do 25 to 30 reps of, and you're screaming like you're on fire, then yeah, you're taking it a little too far. This is one of the situations where you can breathe normally. This is where the proper breathing techniques come in. You should only let out the exertion that you feel is necessary, and some people don't really understand that. And while on this topic, I think it's important to discuss how to breathe during a workout. So you breathe out during the strenuous part of the workout, known as the eccentric phase, and you inhale during the concentric phase. Don't hold your stupid breath. So in other words, when we set up the movement, we're taking in the air. This allows all that pressure in the body to be held in one spot. We breathe out when performing the movement. It's the same formula for any workout. Now, I'm aware of gyms like Planet Fitness where if you make loud noises, you get kicked out, as if it was a freaking library. But I guess you could say it makes sense because Planet Fitness doesn't really want bodybuilders in their gym. They cater really more to the beginners who really don't know much about working out, so those type of people probably will not lift heavy anyway. With that being said, I think I touched on all the topics. That is why do people grunt in the gym and proper breathing techniques. I hope that this video was informative and helped you out. Like I said, this is the new segment called Problem Solving. I'm going to take various different topics. I have some topics in mind. I think I have should personal trainers be in shape? Would you work with an out-of-shape personal trainer? Is knowledge more important than physique? You know, various topics like that. So, like I said, leave a comment if you think, if there's a suggestion that you would like to hear. But if you enjoyed the video, please don't be afraid to bench press that subscribe button and squat that like button, because if you do, your grunt can possibly save the world. A little over dramatic? Yes, it was. As always, online training is available. Emails in the description. Once again, this is Carl the Solution, saying if you got a problem, I'll help you solve it. Your wishes are done and your best is yet to come.